phone. It's hard enough to be, hard enough to stay, hard enough to be alone. I'm just trying to move along. Sometimes I do and then I don't. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell myself that it ain't healthy. Second guessing it don't help me. I'm so tired of feeling empty. Find my eyes, it's time to fight. Seems like I'm always against me. Seems like this is never ending. And I refuse to let it end me. Mentally, spiritually, physically, I need my peace. I need my peace. I wake up every morning and tell myself, good morning, gorgeous. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, good morning, gorgeous. No one else can make me feel this way. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. All the times that I hated myself. All the times that I wanted to be someone else. All the times that I should have been gentle with me. All the times that I should have been careful with me. Why did I hate myself? Why did I hate so intensely? Lord help me. I wake up every morning and tell myself, good morning, gorgeous. Sometimes I gotta look in the mirror and say, good morning, gorgeous. No one else can make me feel this way. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. I ain't talking about getting no hair and makeup. I'm talking about as soon as I wake up, I say good morning. Say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I mix sage with the pain, prayers with the grind. Trauma in my DNA, but I still realign. Roots in the dirt, spirit in the ceiling. This ain't just therapy, this that blended healing. Concrete rose, yeah, I bloom through the feeling. Tapped in the truth in these healing realms. Stitching my soul in the blended healing realms. Bless up. From the stoop to the shrine, I've been earning my life. Didn't pray for a savior, had to learn how to fight. Burning sage like incense, but my spirit don't fold. Still got pain in my pocket and this mic I hold. I ain't soft, I'm sacred, that strength in disguise. Eye to eye with my demons, I ain't blinking this time. Broke every curse that was signed in my blood. Now I dance in the storm, make a waltz out the mud. Meditating in chaos, peace in the noise. Built a temple from trauma, turn my cries into voice. Crystals in my hoodie, cards in my palm. Yeah, I tear it through the trenches and I'm psalm through the psalms. Word.
Whispers in the wind say keep going. My past ain't changed, it's gold, I'm growing. Every wound is a prayer in disguise. I bleed true and I rise.
I mix sage with the pain, prayers with the grind. Still trauma in my DNA, but I still realign. Every roots in the dirt, spirit in the ceiling. This ain't just therapy, this that blended healing. Concrete rose, yeah, I bloom through the feeling. Tapped in the truth in these healing realms. Stitching my soul in the blended healing realms. Blended healing realms.
When you're in the middle of it, it don't feel divine. Let's just be real. There's nothing glamorous about feeling like your spirit done tapped out and your body's in protest. It don't feel like awakening when you're shaking in your bed crying at 2 a.m. because your heart is so heavy. and your mind won't stop running. It don't feel like becoming when everything familiar is either gone, crumbling, or triggering you into silence. Now it feels like death. But what if I told you that breakdown you think is ruining you is actually saving your life? Because that's what this is. That breakdown is your exit point from the lie, from the version of you that made peace with dysfunction, from the identity you built to please survive, stay quiet, and keep it all together. It's not failure, it's liberation, disguised as collapse. Welcome to Blended Healing. We're talking about when spirit starts outgrowing the shell, which is your body. Today we're talking about it's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. You see, you're raw, but you're seen clear. It starts real subtle, not in the absence of pain, but in a shift in how you respond to it. You still cry, you still shake, but in between the waves, you start noticing you're no longer reaching for the old vibes or anything that you used to do, any of them vices. You don't want the same numbing agents. You're not calling the same people to fill the void. You're sitting in it now, not to suffer, but to understand that's a breakthrough. Not some old grand victory moment, but a quiet re-choosing of you. You might still feel tired, but you're no longer giving your energy to what drains you. You still might be triggered, but now you know where it came from. You might still feel lost, but there's a part of you that isn't scared of the unknown anymore. The breakthrough isn't loud. It's not fireworks, baby. It's the return of discernment. It's choosing peace even when chaos keeps calling your name. It's holding the boundaries without needing to announce them. It's trusting your no, even when it makes you the villain in somebody else's story. You see, that cry hits different because it cleanses, not just collapses. So let's talk about that breakdown cry. I know you know the one I'm talking about, the ugly, deep, full body sob that feels like it rips straight from your belly. It hits like grief. It shakes your bones. It makes room feel too small for the amount of truth you're pouring out of your eyes. But when is it over? When you catch your breath and your chest settles. There's still stillness. This is clarity. Like the body just exercised a lie. Like your spirit finally got to say, I'm done holding this pain. That's breakthrough. You didn't run from the breakdown. You moved through it. You let it teach you. You let it unbury the thing inside of you that's been trying to be seen for years. And now you're lighter. Not all the way healed, maybe, but, honestly, this is the beginning of the real peace. What ends up happening is just going to start noticing that the synchronicities are increasing and confirmation comes faster. That's another sure sign to show you that it's not just a breakdown. You see, the synchronicities get bold like a back to back to back messages from spirit. Angel numbers following you around like street signs. Random people dropping phrases that feel like prophecies. Dreams giving you blueprints, songs on the radio playing as if your journal got leaked to the universe. This is not random. You see, breakthrough energy opens portals. You become magnetic to truth, magnetic to clarity, magnetic to reminders that you are exactly where you need to be, even if it's uncomfortable. The signs show up not to distract you from pain, but to guide you through it. You start saying no without guilt and yes without explaining. Yes. You're in the breakthrough when you stop negotiating your peace, when your boundaries become your compass, not your conflict, when your silence is not avoidance, it's protection, when your energy stops leaking into people who only show up to take and not build. You don't feel the need to over justify anymore. You stop shrinking in rooms that ain't safe for your expansion. You start choosing yourself in real time, not after the damage is done. That's not ego, that's evolution. You've been burned enough to know the fire. You've been emptied enough to value fullness. You've been betrayed enough to recognize loyalty without any acting. The breakthrough was when your truth gets louder than your trauma and you start feeling like you're walking with spirit even when you're shaking. This is the most powerful sign. You don't feel alone anymore. Not in that surface way, but in a soul deep, covered kind of way. You start feeling that presence, that backing, that confirmation, that knowing, even when things are hard, even when you're still healing, even when you're crying. You start moving like you're protected. You start talking to your ancestors like they're in the room. You start lighting candles and settling intentions with authority. You start hearing spirit say, keep going. And this time, you believe it. That's breakthrough. Not a perfect life. Not a absence of struggle, but the presence of power. The real kind. The kind that makes you unshakable from the inside out. You stop looking for the exit and start becoming the door. Let me say that one more time. You stop looking for the exit and start becoming the door. Breakdowns make you want to run, escape, quit, collapse. Breakthroughs, they make you look at chaos and say, we're not doing this cycle again. We're not doing it. You become the interruption to your own generational loops. You become the one who prays different, thinks different, loves different, leads different, heals different. You realize it was never about avoiding pain. It's about learning how to hold your power in the middle of it. You stop begging for doors to open because you realize you are one. And everywhere you go from this moment forward, things shift, chains break, cycles end. And not because life got easier, but because you got activated. So no, you're not in breakdown anymore. You're at the border of breakthrough. And spirit didn't bring you this far to leave you shattered. You were cracked wide open to let the truth in. You were broken down to be rebuilt, not rebranded. The storm came to shake everything fake off of you. What's left? Only what's real, only what's ready, and only what's you. Ashe? All right. Let's take a little break right here. I came in fast, right? I'm passionate about this stuff, man, because I need you to understand that not everything that you consider a breakdown is one. Sometimes it's just you're at the precipice of a breakthrough.
This is a movement. This is the journey back home, back to the body, back to the land, back to the wisdom of our ancestors, whispered in the wind and wove into every root, rhythm, and ritual. For too long, we've been taught to outsource our survival, to beg broken systems for healing, to look outward for worth, to forget the sacred in our blood, our breath, our birthright. But now we return. This work is not entertainment. It's a blueprint, a bomb, a battle cry. It's for the ones who know deep down that healing is not a luxury. It's a mandate. It's for the ones who felt the system crumble beneath their feet and chose to plant something anyway. It's for the ones who know that wellness is war and our joy is rebellion. The body is the altar. Grow something, eat free, reclaim the bag. Each episode is a door. Each ritual is a key we walk through together, reclaiming our food, our finances, our freedom, and our breath. This isn't a return to what was. This is a return to who we've always been. You'll learn, you'll unlearn, you'll get uncomfortable, and you'll get free. Coming home isn't always gentle. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it burns, but every ember is sacred. Every step brings you closer to the altar that is you. This is for the healers, the growers, the builders, the warriors. This is for the ancestors watching. This is for the babies coming. This is for the right now, while the world is shifting and spirit is calling roll. Welcome to the journey back home. We don't just survive here. We remember, we restore, we rise.
Welcome back. In your ascension, there is tools to support yourself, okay? How you hold yourself through the swift changes that you're going through without losing yourself in the process. Because ascension's not cute. It's not calm. It's not always kind. You can know what's happening, understand the symptoms, believe in the shift, and still feel like you're barely holding on. That's why tools matter. Not trends, not copycat rituals, but real tools that meet your spirit where it is, no matter how raw, how tired, or how unraveled you feel. Because here's the truth. Awareness without support still leads to burnout. And spiritual knowledge without practices to ground it will spin you out. This phase of your journey, right? This gut level, spirit torn, purpose pressured transformation requires a toolbox. Not because you're weak, but because you're being rewired. And anything being rewired needs insulation, needs some handling, needs some care. So I'm going to share it with you later, but I built a spiritual survival kit, not based on any hype, any trends, but what actually works when your soul is screaming and your mind is spiraling and your body tapped out. Ashe? Ashe. So I'm going to share that with y'all. The first thing that y'all can use is spiritual baths. That's when your energy is too loud to carry. And there's going to be days when nothing makes sense, when your emotions are just bubbling over and your aura feels heavy, when you know you're picking up on other people's bullshit, when you feel slimed or triggered or drained or just straight up fogged out. That's when you pour, not just water, but intention. Spirit meets water. Water meets you. You fill that tub or that basin and you make it a portal. You drop in herbs for protection, release, or clarity. You stir it in some salt to pull out the static. You whisper your prayer into the steam, and then you pour from head to toe when you need to clear, and from toe to head when you need to call something in. And then you soak, not to relax, but to reclaim. You can cry, you can pray, you let go, and then you leave the water, and that heaviness don't come with you. The other thing is conjure oils or practitioner oils, and that's to lock in what you call down. It's not enough just to cleanse, but you need to seal. You need to protect your spiritual armor, and that's where the oils come in. You anoint your wrists before you speak your truth. You anoint your feet before you walk into battle. You dress your candle, your pulse point, your altar, and the oil becomes the agreement. Like in the shop, I have blissful harmony to restore your mood, protection to seal your body. Come to me when you're calling in a favor, banishing when you're done playing with what drains you, angel connection when you need to back up from the unseen. Oils are not perfume. They're prayer made wearable. They carry a vibration. They remind your spirit of the mission when your body forgets. You wear them like war paint, not to look cute, but to move covered. The other thing is spiritual sprays, because sometimes you need to clear a space fast. You don't always have time for a bath or a deep cleanse, but the energy, it's off, it's stale, it's chaotic, and that's where your spiritual spray comes in, like a pocket cleanse. A spritz before you pray, a mist over your bed after a heavy dream, a cloud over your head before you walk into that office full of projections and fake ass smiles. There is white light energy spray for divine shielding, clear eye rise for foggy mind mornings, peace and grace for rooms that feel like war zones. I am blessed for reminding yourself of what's really true. This is more than a room spray. This is an atmospheric work. Because when your frequency rises, every space you enter in has to match it or get left behind. Another thing is prayer, talking to your ancestors, sitting with spirit daily, not just when you're in crisis. So you don't need all of those fancy words. Everybody, ooh, we, thou, all. Come on, son. You don't need all of that. You just need to be present. You just need a relationship with the divine. You could sit in the quiet and speak to the ones who came before you. You could pour water for your ancestors. You can write letters to your younger self. You can light a candle and let the silence say what the words can. You see, prayers are not just asking, it's remembering, it's surrendering, it's saying, I can't do this alone, but I'm not alone. This is where your strength is refueled, not in public, not in acting, but in the whisper of your own breath, asking spirit to hold what you can't anymore. Journaling. You can let the spiral spill out somewhere safe. You need a place for the chaos to go. A landing pad for the questions, the emotions, the fire that keeps building in your chest. You need to write it before it explodes out of you sideways. So you journal. Not no cute quotes, not no performative healing, but raw, no filter, soul letting. You write, I'm tired, I'm angry, I don't know who I am anymore. I'm changing and nobody sees it. I miss who I used to be, but I can't go back. And that's where the healing begins, when you stop editing your experience, when you let the page witness what the world can't hold. You have crystals, candles, and earth tools. where you can let the physical mirror the spiritual. And sometimes you just need to hold something to stay grounded. You need fire in front of you to mirror the fire on the inside. And you need to hold a crystal and feel its charge when your own is running low. You can use obsidian for protection, rose quartz when your heart won't stop breaking, selenite for peace, black tourmaline when you're carrying too much from others, blue lace agate when your voice is shaken, amethyst when your third eye won't rest. You build an altar not to look spiritual, but to create a checkpoint for your soul, a place to return, a reminder, a container, a home inside the chaos. Don't forget about that food, water, and the reset, because your body is the vessel for the vision. So stop skipping meals while talking to your guide. Stop praying for clarity while ignoring your sleep schedule. Stop fasting for 30 days with no rest, no breath, and no recovery. You want to ascend? Feed the temple. Drink your water like it's holy. Eat foods that ground you. Sleep like your dreams carry messages. Stretch, cry, nap, walk, and breathe. You are spirit living in a physical world, in a physical body. And sometimes your flesh needs to care for how you really are, so it can carry the power that you have. Ashe, you with me so far? You with me? Am I going too fast? I don't think so. The other thing I can offer you is about silence and solitude, because spirit speaks between the noise. There's going to be days that you need to disappear, to unplug, to not respond, not to post, to not show up anywhere but inside of yourself. Honor that. You're not being lazy. You're not falling off. You are regulating. When you sit in silence, spirit will say, what the noise drowned out. Spirit will be able to talk to you, and you'll hear yourself again. You'll remember why you started. You will see what the storm covered. Discernment. Discernment, because not every spiritual tool is yours to use. In this era of mass spiritual consumption, everybody's selling something, but not everything you see is for you. Some rituals are powerful, some are hollow, some are sacred, and some are just stolen. Learn from your lineage. Listen to your spirit. Trust the tug. If it don't feel right, it's not right, no matter how trendy or recommended it is. Your spiritual toolbox is not about collecting things. It's about curating what works for you, what keeps you safe, what keeps you clear, what keeps you honest. Your own voice, because you're the medicine too. You're not just here to survive the shift. You are here to be the shift. You're not just a seeker, you're a carrier. Your voice, your story, the rituals, the walk, the hands, the tears, the knowing. That's the real tool. Everything else helps you remember it. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You don't need to know everything to stay grounded. You just need to keep showing up for your own becoming. And when the symptoms get loud, when the fog rolls back in, when the dreams get heavy and the body gets tired, open your toolbox. Light your candle, wash your body in peace, cover your crown, speak your prayer, and walk in knowing you were built for this. I'm going to go over some symptoms for you, okay? And I'm actually, you know what? Let's just say that Blenda got something a little special for you that she put together. And I'm going to talk to you about that. All right? All right. So just stay tuned. Stay with me for a little bit. I got some stuff for you that's going to help you out. Ashe? Ashe. I'll be right back.
It's giving boss. It's giving bad.
Welcome to Shamaka Essentials House of Blessings Support Collection. Ascension Symptom Support Collection. You are to feel it. You're not alone. You're evolving. This powerful collection is designed for those experiencing real-time spiritual growth, the kind that hits your body, your mind and emotions and soul all at once. Whether you're feeling spiritually raw, emotionally exhausted, physically drained, or like you've been pulled through a portal and can't explain it. You're not breaking down, you're breaking through. The Ascension Symptom Support Collection was created to walk with you every stage of the shift, from dream downloads to energetic overload, mental fog, or emotional outbursts, sudden solitude, or to divine clarity. These products are tools to ground you, clear you, protect you, and guide you. Each item is rooted in ancestral wisdom, crafted with intention and aligned with real transformation, not just trends. In each bundle, you will find 2 spiritual bath washes to detox heavy energy, support breakthroughs, and reset your nervous system. 1 conjure oil to shield your energy, anchor your intentions, and keep your frequency protected. And 2 spiritual sprays to cleanse your aura, your room, your car, or your crown. Anywhere that needs peace or power. Use this collection when you feel emotionally overwhelmed or disconnected, heavy energy after interactions or crowds, like you're being pulled towards something unknown, dreams intensifying, downloads increasing, spiritual gifts turning on and off, in between identities, relationships, timelines, or paths. Because ascension isn't a vibe, it's a process, and you don't have to walk it alone. Please visit Shamaka Essentials House of Blessings for more information. Prices do vary. Ashe to you on your journey.
Giving boss.
Welcome back. Yeah, I did it. I sure did. So what did you see? What I offer to you in a bundle is every phase of the ascension that you're going to go through. Physical symptoms, mental and emotional symptoms, spiritual and energetic symptoms, timeline collapse symptoms, breakthrough phase. The tool support bundle option, you can get an essential survival kit, a premium bundle, where it has the washes, the sprays, the oil, and you can also even add on an e-booklet. You never know. You know what I mean? So make sure that you rise in power or get a clearing bath. Empath washes, a quiet thought spray. You never know. Can't hurt to try some things out. If anything else, it'll definitely clear your spirit and you will feel so much better. Like I said, prices vary for these different bundles, but you'll save if you bundle them instead of getting it all a la carte. Why not get everything what you need in one bundle? And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's available to you if you go onto the House of Blessings website, through Shamaka Essentials on Etsy for now. And it's there. All right? All right. All right. Be well. Stay safe. Ashe and deep bow. Remember, it's not just a breakdown. It's a breakthrough. You've been through this, man. We went through every single phase of ascension. It's better to know than not to know. Knowledge is power, baby. Ashe? All right. I'll see you all around here real soon. Be well, stay safe. And check out the messages. Check out the COC, Collaboration Over Competition, my sisters. And remember, we got a brand new series starting next week on Wednesday with yours truly and others. It's going to be something that you really, really need in these times. Okay? So, may I offer you the journey home again. Ashe and Deepa.
You are being invited to remember, rebuild, and rise. This is a movement. This is the journey back home, back to the body, back to the land, back to the wisdom of our ancestors, whispered in the wind and wove into every root, rhythm, and ritual. For too long, we've been taught to outsource our survival, to beg broken systems for healing, to look outward for worth, to forget the sacred in our blood, our breath, our birthright. But now we return. This work is not entertainment. It's a blueprint, a bomb, a battle cry. It's for the ones who know deep down that healing is not a luxury. It's a mandate. It's for the ones who felt the system crumble beneath their feet and chose to plant something anyway. It's for the ones who know that wellness is war and our joy is rebellion. The body is the altar. Grow something, eat free, reclaim the bag. Each episode is a door. Each ritual is a key we walk through together, reclaiming our food, our finances, our freedom, and our breath. This isn't a return to what was. This is a return to who we've always been. You'll learn, you'll unlearn, you'll get uncomfortable, and you'll get free. Coming home isn't always gentle. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it burns, but every ember is sacred. Every step brings you closer to the altar that is you. This is for the healers, the growers, the builders, the warriors. This is for the ancestors watching. This is for the babies coming. This is for the right now, while the world is shifting and spirit is calling roll. Welcome to the journey back home. We don't just survive here. We remember, we restore, we rise.
I see your light, it don't dim mine. We're stars in the same sky, perfectly aligned. Your wind is my wind, your voice is my song. We've been strong alone, but together we're strong. Shine with me, don't dim to compete. Let's rise, let's ride, move to the same beat. There's space, there's grace, we both can be free. I'm not your rival, I'm your legacy, yeah. Shine with me. Shine with me. my song. We've been strong alone, but together we're strong. Shine with me, don't dim to compete.
Yo, just pull up to the Love Palace. Ain't no cap here, just facts and feels. D and Kel's on the mic, we talking ships, all kinds. Pull up and unpack. Listen to friendships that held me down through the struggle. Companions who dipped when I stepped out the bubble. Family ties that tug, some tight, some frayed. But we lay it all out, let the truth get played. No judgment, just lessons on velvet chairs. We speak from the gut, raw love, stripped bare. Got a steed, got that glow like sage in the wind. Queen clothes hit the mic, truth spilling again.
Ships, we talking, we walking. No filters, just real. Love Palace, the spot where your soul can heal. All them ties, all those vibes, we ain't letting them drown. We lift ships up, never tear them down.
I felt this before, and I can't afford to cry. I got work in the morning, I got bills, I got family ties. You'll play with the piece of me. I try not to reason with, not trying to make it clear. Wonder why you're even here. Don't you know I can't be caught up on no bullshit. I don't got the time. Don't care who you with or what you're doing. I'm doing it right. Self-care, self-love, selfish. Self-care, self-love, selfish. And I want you to know that I did try my